we got to put it so we don't own the bracelet?
That's not how that works.
Exactly.
That's not how any of this works.
It's not
Oh,
how
shit.
any of this works.
Well, this is screwed up already. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of
Knockouts and 3 counts. Not going to let you do it, you son of a bitch.
Wile E. Coyote.
Thank you, Wiley Coyote.
So we're just not even starting on the rails. Like we're not even on the track.
We were off the rails
starting
before
off the
you
track.
ever showed up, and it only got worse.
They don't even know anything about that, so that's not canon. So fuck you.
Nope. Wow.
Wow. I thought we were friends. What the fuck?
We're only friends because we have the
already.
same first
I
name and
know.
initials.
All right,
That's the worst part. We really do got the same initials,
children, play nice, play nice. Here we
just
are
make
with a
us
brand
other
new
evidence
episode
here.
of Knockouts and 3 Counts. We have some very special guests in the building. We're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves, starting off with the man to my left.
Oh shit, that's me.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I am the other Kyle, the elder Kyle.
The Black Kyle.
You want to say it like that, but some people are probably gonna get offended.
Fuck
'cause
it,
we're
they get
pretty
offended off of
race-ited.
most of the
They
stuff
can
we
suck
say.
a fatty. Anyway, I'm Kyle Campbell. You can hit me up on Facebook, Kyle J Campbell, Twitter and Instagram at Team Chaos, and we're like Bauer Club here. You know, Knockouts and 3 Counts is for everybody. So if you have a problem with us, suck a dick.
Wow.
You don't already. Devin, how about you?
Well, I was about to go to Kyle, but he's never mind. So I'm Devin. You can hit me up on Twitter at Devin63. That's DEVINTHE63. You can find me on Instagram at All Steak No Sizzle. That's one word. Speaking of All Steak No Sizzle, make sure you check out my other podcast, All Steak No Sizzle. You can find that anywhere you can find a podcast.
I'm going on. I'm gonna go hard on
Make sure you guys check out the Reality Era News Facebook group where we talk wrestling and all that good stuff. Hey, if you're looking for a car, make sure you check out SouthfieldQualityCars.com. Once you find a vehicle you would like to purchase, go into Southfield Quality Cars and use the reference code 19309. That's 19309, and you'll receive $500 off on your purchase.
1939, that's the number.
Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
Hell yeah, I got a good start to it. This is the White Kyle. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Detroit Knockout. Somebody probably got pissed, but fuck them. Yeah, you can also find me on Facebook at Kyle Collison. Follow the show page, Knockouts and 3 Counts Podcast. And, yeah, that's about it.
All right, we have a very special guest, fellow podcast Detroiter.
And
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, sir?
what a shitty introduction.
Okay, I'll introduce myself then. Hailing from the one and only Breaking Down the Ring podcast, right here on PodcastDetroit.com. The one, the only, the almighty one himself, Mikey!
The D. Snyder sound like.
That's me.
Is that Artie Lang I hear in my head?
You guys can follow the Breaking Down the Ring podcast at BDRcast on all of the social medias, from the snapty chatties to the tweety twats to the facety bookies and the grams of insties.
All the interwebs.
At BDRcast, just type in BDRcast. You can find us on YouTube, all that fun stuff. Don't follow me. I'm nothing special on my regular Twitter.
And just for those of you that haven't figured it out yet, Mikey and his podcast are the other half promoting the big party that you guys need to be at this Sunday
Yes,
at
sir.
Thomas McGee's Eastern Market, downtown Detroit. We've got plenty of good shit to give away. We got plenty of it at Progress this past weekend. So if you want to win some cool shit and watch some wrestling and have some fun, show the fuck up.
Wrestling.
All righty. Well, Mr. Collison, why don't you go ahead and introduce our guest on the phone?
So our guest on the phone is somebody I met at a day with the Dead Boys in New Orleans. Her name is Angie Sanders, and she's got her own podcast that I'm sure she's about to tell us about. How you doing, Angie?
I'm doing great, guys. Like I said, I'm Angie. I'm kind of known as the water dragon in my box. Oh, by the way, I'm a CrossFitter. I am also co-host on a wrestling podcast called Wrestling Everything Wrestling, WEW, but it's part of a broader show series on the Multimedia Men, is what you can find them on iPad or iTunes and Stitcher Radio. I co-host with Brian Kluger. Shout out to my co-host. I can be found on Instagram and Facebook as Angie Faye, ANGIFAE. Follow me. I love stalkers.
That is the first time I've ever heard anyone
I was
invite
about to say,
stalkers.
that was a first.
I've
but
heard
okay,
that
cool.
before. But that's
Yeah, it
usually-
really depends on how cute the guy is, honestly.
I mean, I've heard that
Like,
before, but I've always
if it
been
wasn't
cool.
John Cusack in, Say Anything, if it was just like some ugly dude, that guy would have had the cops called on him pretty quickly for holding that radio up outside that window.
yeah,
Think
yeah,
about it.
probably.
Holding a
But
radio outside a
again,
chick's
I
window at 3 in the
am,
morning.
I can handle
Look at
myself,
your shot.
guys. I ain't no damsel in distress.
And he was
Ooh.
a mixed martial artist, and he was obsessed with her. It's a whole stalker movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
Stalker movie.
Before we jump into wrestling, real quick, Angie, I just want to let you know something. I looked at your Facebook profile earlier today. This is not,
Stalker?
I would say this is not
Oh,
anything
thank
stalker.
you.
So
That was a
he's
good
the one
segue.
that was stalking you.
Hey,
Just so you know,
remember-
it was one of
yeah.
the black guys for those that are going to get pissed off anyway.
But no,
Feel free to friend me.
but no, I looked at your Facebook profile and I looked at some of your pictures. I just want to let you know that I'm proud of you. You look like you lost a lot of weight.
About 250 pounds. I was almost 500 pounds when I began my fitness journey, and it was CrossFit. But here's the thing: if I'm on your show for any length of time, anybody who's anybody will quickly figure out I am a Seth Rollins super fan. But it's not just because of the wrestling; it's because
He's CrossFit Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, he saved my life. It's because of him I know what CrossFit is, and I am alive today because of CrossFit. So he saved my life.
Shout out to- shout
So
out to
there's
Cody.
mad respect for that man.
Yeah, a lot of the pictures that I saw with you was with Seth Rollins, and yeah, I mean, congratulations to you for making such great life changes. And I'm a person, I'm a
you.
sucker for those stories of people that dedicate themselves to something and say, hey, it's something in my life that I don't like. I need to make this change, and they dedicate themselves to it. So more power to you.
Well, thank you. It's another thing. I'm also working to pay it forward to become a CrossFit coach myself. I've already got my L1, and now I'm learning how to coach so I can help save people the way I was saved. What's near and dear to my heart are the people who are currently in the position I was, and I want to be there for them. And because I know what it's like to have those fears and anxieties to just start. So I want to help other people find the life that they were meant to live.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. But hey, we're here to talk wrestling. We're not here to talk about me. If people want to know about me, find me on the Instas, find me on the Facebooks, follow me, talk to me. I will talk back.
Uh-oh.
Sweet. All right, Kyle.
That's a threat.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Kyle, why don't you
All right, sorry.
Kyle, why don't you tell us how you met Angie?
I met Angie. We went to go do a day with the Dead Boys down in New Orleans. I went there, did the workout, and I met Angie there. And then we ended up talking after I got back from New Orleans. And yeah, dude, she's a fucking beast in the gym.
Thank you.
So in other words,
Yeah,
she could take you in a fight.
Well, I wouldn't fight.
Yeah, that was
I wouldn't fight a
Nah,
girl,
don't fight
but
me.
Ooh, that sounds. I wouldn't take that shit, Angie.
Nah.
see, you
No,
see these instigating ass motherfuckers,
but-
man.
I ain't scared. But
Ooh.
anyway,
Oh.
yeah, that was my second time
She said she
working
got
out
the
with
glasses
Seth.
on.
So
and
that's why you wanted me to
with-
go to Brooklyn so you could beat my ass. Some kind of friend you are. What the fuck?
Well, how else am I going to prove that I'm the best? So,
Ooh.
I mean,
Damn.
She said she knocked the glasses off your face. I heard that shit.
And I said I'd kick you in the dick. How about that?
Children.
All right. This is going to sound extremely bad. I
no,
am more flexible and stronger than I look, and I will take you out.
Ooh, shots fired.
Hopefully to a movie and
Book it.
maybe dinner.
All right, let's get this thing back on track. So
Right.
basically,
right.
this show is basically going to be all about SummerSlam this weekend,
Summerfest?
Takeover.
WrestleSlam,
And the Better Show Takeover.
and Takeover. Yeah,
Yeah.
the new
Yes,
A
hey,
show.
I'm going to that too.
Yeah, fuck you.
Damn.
Hey,
Wait.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to work out with Seth again for the third time. It's a three-peat, guys. Went for the hat trick on this one. On Friday, Saturday, I'm going to NXT. Sunday, yes, I will be at SummerSlam.
So
It's a
if you
wrestling
haven't,
weekend.
I don't know if you can hear the bell through the phone, but so we've got a thing on the show where somebody starts talking about when they've been there
Collison.
because they always like to bust my balls. They ring the fucking bell.
No, it's everybody. Angie's
I
gonna
didn't
she's
hear
gonna
the
be
bell.
there.
The ring. See, I already had the bell rung on you. See, I already win.
I was at Mania.
Yeah, you know, guys, when I was at Mania,
I was at Mania 23.
Yeah, me too.
I was outside the building at Mania 23.
I was
I
at
saw
home.
John Cena's.
I was
the
at
guy
Mania
driving John Cena's car go
32.
past me.
I was one of 100,000 booing Roman Reigns out the building.
Oh, we love you
Why
more
are you
now.
booing Roman Reigns? He's not bad at all.
Because that's what you do.
Am I on the minority right now?
With these two,
With the
hell
Roman
yeah.
Randy,
Reigns?
that's when you're supposed to hit the cricket
With
sound.
these two, hell yeah, you are.
Roman Reigns is great.
That
Okay.
tumbleweed going past?
Okay, here's the thing. Like Roman Reigns, or like John Cena and Roman Reigns, I got no logical reason for disliking the guys. There's something about them that's
face.
like nails on a chalkboard. I can't stand it.
But to
I
be
got no-
fair, that's how most people boo Roman Reigns. Like, why do you boo Roman Reigns?
Because I'm supposed to.
Yeah, like because it's the cool thing to do right now. Like,
No. But I was booing. I got tired of Roman Reigns ages ago. Like here's what it is.
She's
here's
using the
I
old
can tell you
people words. That
exactly
means
when
that
I
was a
started
long time
hating
ago.
Roman Reigns. It was when the Shield broke up, and he didn't go after Seth too. It made no sense to go after Randy Orton. I'm all like, I love Seth, but these two have a genuine. It's like he didn't even care.
He hit him first with the
That's
chair.
when I started.
so
That's when I started.
it sounds like you're more upset at booking than Reigns.
Hey, look, and I say that's the reason why I don't like Roman Reigns. I think the booking is shitty, but it's like
And his gimmick.
you have to channel it towards the guy that they're pushing.
Yeah, that's what we say on our show. It's like, look, most people don't hate Roman Reigns. It's the idea of it's hating who the WWE is trying to pick as their guy when you're choosing somebody else completely. And that's almost not fair to an extent right now because, look, I have no problem booing a WWE choice, but when you're shitting all over matches that are good just because you don't like the guy in it and it's a mid-card match, like, that's
Hey.
kind of fucked up. Like,
We-
let the guys wrestle.
Okay, well, let me back up. Give credit where credit is due. If he has a good match, I give him that. I respect him. I didn't say I didn't respect him.
All right.
I just said I didn't like him.
I think the feud he had with Braun was some of his best work.
Oh, yeah.
But
Dude, that was awesome. I was at Great Balls of Fire.
it was,
Okay.
it was
See, she's gonna get the bell more than me.
and that was because it was somebody they were pushing as equal to Roman. Any other time, it's somebody that is not getting pushed. And you're like, well, we know who's going to win here. So when you saw Bobby and Roman, we're like, yeah, we know Roman's going to win. Bobby wins on Sunday. Monday night, Roman's right back in the same title picture. Sunday
Right,
night
but they
didn't
both-
even matter.
But it was two really good matches.
All right, so since everybody's weighed in on this, all I'm gonna say is that I totally get why they picked Roman. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, the guy's got the
He's got
heritage.
long hair and
He's
he's
a big
Samoan.
son of a
Is
bitch.
adorable.
and he's not that
Blue
bad. I mean,
eyes.
he's really not that bad of a wrestler, even though I don't like the booking all the time.
Yeah,
but
it's related to the
how
Rock.
about
No,
that-
he has gotten so much better. Like I said, I will give him a credit is due. From where he was when they first decided he was the guy to the Roman now, it's two completely different guys in the ring and on the microphone. He has come into his own, and like
No
I
more
said,
suffering
I
succotash.
respect him.
Thank you. I was just about to say that. That promo pissed me off so bad.
And it's
Like
only
you're
said it
you're
once.
a
He
suck
only
up,
said it once.
a sellout fool full of sucker and succotash. I'm like, yep, I'm officially done with Roman Reigns at this point.
I had to
laughed
rewind.
so
like,
hard.
did he just say?
Especially when he turned to the camera and
"You
said
said
that was
something
not
succotash."
easy to say. And I'm all like, all right, that was funny. Okay. that cracked me up. That's what saved that entire promo for me is when he basically winked to the camera and said F you to the smarts when he was all like, yeah, I've had acting classes. It's cool.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into what's going on this weekend. We're gonna talk about.
Well, first,
I'll let-
we talk about Anvil.
Oh yeah, thank you, Cal.
Yeah, because last time when a legend died, we had a complete show, and then we were talking like, oh wow, we didn't even talk about when they passed.
Well, why don't you go ahead and break that down for us real quick, Cal?
For those of you that don't know, WWE legend passed away. Was it yesterday?
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yep.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart, two-time WWE tag team champion, founding member of the Hart Foundation.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, one of the best tag team specialists of the
What, late 80s, early 90s?
80s, early 90s, really part of the new, I say even before the New Generation era.
Yeah.
You know, because he did have some time over in New Japan. A guy that was always entertaining in the ring. Like, I honestly, when I was a kid, the Hart Foundation was the tag team I chose in any wrestling game, or if I was watching a match, that was the tag team I was looking at. And really a sad passing.
Also, the father of
Father of Natalia Neidhart, father-in-law to my brother's 7-11 birthday, TJ. Really a sad thing because it really came out of nowhere.
Right.
I didn't even know because I was looking into it over the last couple of days that he actually had dementia.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He had a grand mal seizure, which is what happened. So I didn't know he was in that ailing health. But all thoughts and prayers with the Neidhart family, and a true legend has really left us.
Definitely. So, what, 3-bell salute?
I would agree with that.
Thought it was 10.
That's way too fast.
Right, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, damn.
I was like, damn.
Ding, 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 bitch, you got
Fuck you, you're dead.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Natty actually broke her silence
She did?
today about it. Yeah, she put on Instagram 2 posts. I'll read them off. The first one says, I can't put into words how hard it is going to be for myself and our family to have to say goodbye to my dad. He meant the world to us, and nothing will ever replace the special times we shared together as a family. My dad was always a fighter and incredibly special person. There was no one like him. I'm just going to miss him so much. We are going to hold all of the moments we had with him close to our hearts forever and never let them go. I promise to keep your memory alive. We love you so much, Daddy. On behalf of my entire family, we would also like to personally thank everyone for the outpouring of thoughts and prayers. It's meant so much to us. And then she, a second post said, I really want to thank everyone for all of the love that they've shown to my dad and my family in the last day. It means so much to us in this tough time. My dad will be so blown away that all of you thought so much of him. I can't find the words right now to express what my dad truly meant to me, but in time I will be able to. I didn't realize saying goodbye would be this hard. In lieu of flowers, contributions can be made to a cause that is close to my heart and my dad's, womensalzheimersmovement.org. I promise to keep your memory alive and continue to pay it forward. And that's it.
Wow. So, rest in peace to Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the man that inspired me to grow a beard, man. That's probably the greatest beard in wrestling history, man. Him and maybe Lou Albano.
To me, he's the greatest Slammy Award winner because when I think of him, I think of those Slammies in his hand. I just think of him walking with those Slammy Awards.
Him and Owen?
Yeah, I just think of them just walking down with those. I mean, that to me, if I think of old school.
What about when they had the checkered pants and shit?
Oh, God. That's
we don't.
That's like Kwame and the polka dots. We don't talk about
We
that.
don't talk about that.
So on to some better shit. Let's talk about Takeover.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Takeover?
Yes,
Let's
talk
about
about
Takeover.
fucking Takeover and how I'm more excited for that than SummerSlam.
So real quick, is that like a general consensus amongst everybody that the takeovers are more enjoyable than the WWE main roster shows?
Better writing.
Whenever they have
They are.
that whole weekend, the takeover and pay-per-view weekend, is it just me or are the takeovers like
They're
more
shorter. You usually have better writing because it's a smaller show, so it's easier to condense the storylines and it's easier to do long-form booking, and they let them wrestle on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
they let them
it's
go.
Wrestling, like it feels more indie almost. It feels like a big indie
It feels very
promotion.
indie. Yeah.
So when it's a weekend like this, I'm avoiding my phone on Saturday night because I'm not trying to see any spoilers. Sunday, it's 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. It's not even over yet.
Right.
I'm all right. I'll get into it Monday when I have time. I'm watching the clips of that when I get off Saturday. I cannot wait to see Takeover.
What about you, Andrew? You're going to be there for both shows. Your thoughts?
Yeah. You know what? Takeover is the ticket I got before the ticket for SummerSlam. I'm not even going to lie.
And she's smart,
I bought
too.
my
Hot
Takeover
damn.
ticket first.
Wait, so Andrew, real quick, how many of these, I don't know what you would call them now, like super weekends that WWE has had, how many of these have you been to where they had the takeover and the pay-per-view in the same weekend? How many?
This would be my second one.
Okay, so Mania was your first
yeah,
one?
New Orleans, Mania weekend was my first. Wrestling comes in and literally takes over a city. No, I lied. Go
That's
back
mean.
to WrestleMania 32 in Dallas.
Dallas? Okay.
I lived in Arlington at the time. I was there. My parents lived 2 miles from the stadium it was at. Okay, if that gives anybody anything. Yeah, that one was my first wrestling has taken over my city
Cowboy suck.
experience. Yeah, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm a Saints fan.
Good job.
All right,
Proud of
all
you.
right,
Shout out to Drew
I like
Brees,
it.
man.
Yeah, all right, I like it now.
I was a Who Dat before there were Who Dats. Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
She was that who.
Mikey, your thoughts real quick, man?
I think for anyone our age, TakeOver is always going to be better because TakeOver is more what we all enjoyed back
Right.
in the day. A lot more storyline in the wrestling. Anyone who's younger it's always going to be the huge main event for the WWE's putting on SummerSlam, WrestleMania, anything like that.
Right.
Just for the simple fact that even my daughter, she's like, oh, I can't wait to watch AJ Styles wrestle Samoa Joe, or
Right.
and things like that because that.
Parenting done right.
Well, the SummerSlam
Right.
the SummerSlam pay-per-views, the WrestleMania all of the WWE pay-per-views are built for entertainment factor.
Exactly.
They're built for a broad audience, not a specific generalized public. When you go to NXT Takeover, see a Ring of Honor show, watch a New Japan show, outside of the Tokyo Dome, New Japan shows aren't huge. It's a niche fucking wrestling thing.
Yeah.
All In is the first one stateside to hit 10,000 since 2009 when TNA hit it with Bubba Ray and AJ going
And
when
they
there was
didn't even
aces
hit
and
it.
eights
They
and
only
stuff.
hit 7,000.
And they only hit 7,000.
Right.
These are things that they don't hit those numbers because there wasn't the push, like the smaller crowd. But now everyone's growing up.
Right.
So while TNA could only pull that in 2009, it's 9 years later. We're all older. We all have. Oh, I remember Attitude Era and Golden Era. And that's what that stuff reminds you.
We had 2000 in the internet. In 2009 we had the internet, but social media wasn't what it is today in 2009. So the access to the better wrestling, or the more independent style, where they can actually show their athleticism and their talent and what they're capable of. That is more accessible to everybody. So everybody is jumping on it and eating it up because we are hungry for it.
I blame Dave Meltzer.
You blame him?
I blame him 100%. Think about it. Dave Meltzer is completely biased against the WWE, right?
Yes.
He finally gave 5-star matches to TakeOver, right? While he jumped his scale to 7 stars for New Japan. So Meltzer's come out throwing all these. This is a high star. Yeah, these 5-star matches, this 5-star matches. But the last match he gave WWE before the NXT Takeover matches with Gargano and Ciampa
Cena.
was Punk and Cena
Right.
in 2011. So and it's like, oh, I feel this is better. So now people started watching that more.
Right.
But because this is a smaller bingo hall or it's a smaller area, these people, you're looking at it going, man, this is a really great match. But Meltzer will not give props to any major card of WWE where a match was good. Royal Rumble 2016, John Cena versus AJ, was at 17. Dude, come on.
Man,
outside of Omega Okada that year,
That was a match
that's
of the
the
year.
best match.
There are some
And-
matches
and
What
then
did it
they
get, like
watch.
4.5 stars?
There's some
Right.
matches you watching like, this is a 5-star.
Yeah.
I'm watching this, and after like
And
the
Meltzer's
here's
going to
another
go,
one.
I'm going
This
to give
is-
these guys
this is
6
good.
stars, but this is only going to get 4.5. Why?
and
The
here's-
match was amazing.
And here's another one, since we all
Right.
know he shits on John Cena. How about when Cena and Kevin Owens went when Kevin Owens first came up? Them fucking
Yeah.
matches
Oh,
that
that
they
was
had were
nice.
fucking dope.
Wait, how did Bailey and Sasha at the first NXT Brooklyn not get a 5-star?
Again.
That is
Again.
the match
That's
that got
a
me into
good-
the current female women's wrestling, because I wasn't watching NXT heavy back then. That's what
Right.
got me into NXT in general, was that match.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a friend who's going to be coming on my podcast. All Steak No Sizzle. Make sure you listen to that. But I've had this idea. I wanted to have a lady watch a wrestling match who doesn't really watch wrestling. I just wanted to show her a match, just to get her like raw thoughts about it. And that's the match I'm going to show her. To me, that's one of the best matches of the past 10 years. Like the psychology
Agreed.
was amazing. The execution was great. And you didn't give that a 5-star?
I thought Charlotte Asuka was better.
That was fucking
At Mania?
great.
What's in that water bottle?
Charlotte Asuka is
Was
such an
fucking great,
underrated
dude.
It was
match.
great.
Okay. I would agree with you if they gave him more time. I felt like they didn't have enough time to really tell the story.
My thing is they didn't even try to develop it because they didn't know they didn't want Charlotte to be the heel. So they kind of had her as kind of a babyface. You don't want Asuka to be heel because then it comes
Develop
to
what, like pre-match,
It
like
was
storyline?
nothing- It was nothing. It was just Asuka.
Because you got to remember, they were on different brands at that time. So
I'm not, okay.
yeah.
I'm not arguing that. Now, tell me why Okada Omega #1 was so good when they didn't have a real build either for the Tokyo Dome.
I
It's-
really think he gives those matches such high ratings because they're 30, 45 hour matches.
But it also
And
was
it
a
just
great
makes
match.
sense.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
it was a
I'm
great
not trying to
match.
say it
Great
wasn't
match.
worth is the stars that he decided to give it.
Right.
But if your argument is the build for the match on why the match wasn't so good, then you have to ask yourself why these other matches that don't have that build are so good. It's like saying Brock Lesnar's a piece of shit champ because he's only defended it 10 times since he's had the belt. Cool. Okada defended it 13. And he had it for a year and a half longer.
Yeah. I
So explain to me how, and that's what I'm saying. It's become this. It's cool to shit on WWE, and
Yeah.
you have to stop doing that. You have to take everything frame by frame, line by line, match
And they're
by
different.
match.
You-
Yeah,
if-
yeah, 100%.
You
The
have
way
some people
I
that
do
just
it,
watch
guys,
WWE
is
and that's all
if
they
the
know.
match
New
holds my
Japan's different.
attention, it's a good match. If the match doesn't hold my attention, I don't enjoy it. Therefore, most of the matches that I watch on NXT, I enjoy. Most of the matches I watch in the independents, I enjoy. I can't say that about a good majority of the matches on the main roster shows. Are there amazing matches on the main roster?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But there's also a bunch of crap.
I agree.
When you're giving, when you have a 2.5, 3 hour pay per view with 5 matches, those matches are going to get 30 minutes. All of
Right.
them, you know, some will be quicker. You know, you'll get a 15-minute here or a 45-minute there. But when you're putting together a show like some of these matches are going to be short. And I fully agree that is also a problem. However, if the wrestlers are good enough, you can make an 8-minute
You
match
can have a really
feel
good
amazing.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
So I'll
go,
put it on them too.
let's go ahead and jump into the card.
Wait. Can I interject?
Yes.
God, are you the cream filling right now?
So there were like 4 bottles out at the bar that were less than a shot left. So I did my duty and finished them.
Thank you for taking
Huzzah.
one for the team.
Thank you, Randy.
Dilly dilly.
Yeah.
Kind of fucked up. You didn't share.
Oh,
Just
and
saying.
hey, I just want to say we're about to ring the bell. Y'all were talking about that AJ Cena thing.
You were
That
there?
match? I was there.
All right.
That's fair, man. That's Styles Class.
Okay, I'm sorry. This
All
is
right.
going to happen way too much. I go to every show I can. I love it that much.
All right, so-
I'll give them my money.
So, do we want to? We're doing scorecards for the.
You can talk anything you want. Like the scorecards aren't out, so the scorecards
Okay.
that we're going to be doing. So everyone's paying attention right now. SummerSlam, August 19th. We're doing an event in Detroit, Eastern Market, Thomas McGee's, and there's scorecards from Pro Wrestling Scorecards. Follow Pro Wrestling Scorecards at
sir.
PW Scorecards on Twitter. They put out a scorecard for every WWE pay-per-view, including the NXT ones, and they're amazing. If you guys aren't thinking that this pay-per-view is going to be good or any pay-per-view is going to be good, these scorecards will completely engage you even more so into finally going, oh my God, that was actually pretty fun because of this scorecard.
Right.
So at PW Scorecards, definitely go. They're giving us custom-made SummerSlam ones that we're going to fill out at Thomas McGee's.
Hey.
And if you...
Hey,
B.
you.
Me.
God.
Make Knockouts in 3 Counts a co-host of the event so we can promote it from our page too.
Exactly.
I didn't realize you weren't. I apologize.
We're not.
Son of a Mikey.
Yeah. Wants us to help promote it, and we're not even part hosts. What the
I'm
fuck?
sorry.
Shout out to
I
the
thought-
voice.
I
shout
thought
out to
you
the voice
were.
of God on that.
It's okay. It's okay. Computers are hard.
They are.
That's what they all say.
True story.
You're the one who
True
does
story.
the websites here, guy. No. So yeah, go ahead and
Is this mic still on?
always on. It's always on. He just leans forward.
Or lean back.
So
No, I turned my mic off.
no, sorry. So yeah, you just got to if you're in the Detroit
What was
area
in
and
those
you want to watch
shots?
SummerSlam, one, no cover. There's no charge to get in here.
Yep.
Sure, you can watch WWE Network by yourself at home, but can you have fun with a whole bunch of people? Are you going to be winning prizes?
Exactly.
And cool shit, not
And,
just
yeah.
prizes.
So the boys, Kyle and Devin, went and got me some great stuff. Got us some great stuff. That was really rude that I said me. I
Yeah.
apologize.
See, first he doesn't
Got
make us
us-
part of the host.
us
Now
some great
we got
stuff.
you stuff. You fuck.
Freudian slip, huh?
Yeah. Well, I asked
He
them to
about
do
spit
it.
his beer out.
So yeah, they got us some great stuff for giveaways. Wonderful autographs and everything like that. On top of other things that we have, there is, if you fill out a scorecard, one of the pro wrestling scorecards, if you're there before the show starts, you can fill this scorecard out there after the show ends. If you score the most points, you win a prize. You know what I'm saying? So these prizes aren't costing you anything.
And we'll have prizes
you know?
for random guesses on things too.
Right, things like there's giveaways, bunch of giveaways, and it's good stuff. Things that have been sent to us from pro wrestling crates. You know, so if PW crates, so it's indie stuff as well as in the mainstream stuff. So this is it's giveaway. Look, man, it's free to get there. It's free to be a part of these giveaways.
We've even got signed WWE stuff too.
Right. Even if you literally go there and you spend $30 on your bar tab and you win giveaway stuff, you still come out in the positive.
Exactly.
So it makes no sense not to come out there.
It's a good thing I didn't go because I usually win, like I won the Royal.
Yeah,
Rumble.
I don't care. I mean, how can I mean, it would be pretty biased if I go and win all my own shit. But
So yes, you can make all the predictions you want.
Okay.
You throw them on your scorecard. Doesn't matter. This is not official until you put it on the scorecard.
All right, let me go ahead and start off with our NXT Tag Team Championship match. And hey, if you come on out, you can get a signed autograph of British Strong Style, which features gentlemen that's going to be in this match. Mustache Mountain, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven against the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong.
Y'all, I might come to this event.
hell
Come
yeah!
on out, Ray.
Come on down!
Come on out.
Like, I don't know jack about wrestling, but it's at a bar,
So after all these months that we've talked about every Tuesday, it's never just made you want to watch.
Fuck it, they're at a bar tonight.
Not
I'll
a-
go up there.
not a thing.
As
Not
enthusiastic as we
a
are.
thing.
God damn it.
But
Because
That's our
Mikey's
core
in
audience right there, too. The lay fan that doesn't know.
Af-
Shit, we failed.
after I'm done here in the studio on Sunday, I will totally come to Thomas McGee's and
Drink.
drink
Yes.
What time are you done? In the studio?
Drink.
before the event ends.
Cool.
Well,
Awesome.
if it's
Pull up,
if it's
drink.
Sunday, it's basically from 12 to 12, so it's coming all day. It's going
Yeah.
on all day.
All right, so about this match, who do you motherfuckers got?
Let's start off with you, Angie. You got Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain. Your thoughts on this match, and who do you got?
My thoughts on this match are Undisputed Era has this in the bag, honestly.
Oh, I'm nervous
That's
now.
what my thoughts are. I've got full confidence in these guys. They have beat them once. They'll beat them again.
They
and
lost to
again
'em once
and
too, though.
again. Yeah, well, they were in England. I'd have been depressed too. And that's probably...
I want to go to England. I was
What-
supposed to fight in England, actually, but
I was supposed to.
You know, they were under emotional distress. That's...
well, we've pissed off England.
Mr. Collinson, your thoughts on this match, man?
This one's really a toss-up for me, and I'll tell you why. Usually I would just say Undisputed Era is going to keep the belt, but now that they've got them one-on-one, it's, I don't know, man. It's a hard one to pick. I'm going to go wild card, and I'm going to take Mustache Mountain.
Mr. Campbell.
Undisputed Era.
And
Enough
so
said.
to make something extra fun for the party, I just had an idea if you sons of bitches are up for it. Angie, obviously you can't participate.
Damn, just get
But
Oh, damn.
I say we should bring back the water bet for
No,
SummerSlam.
fuck all you guys. I still haven't gotten my fucking lunch for fucking Survivor Series.
That is
fuck
on
all you hoes.
That is on Tony and Kevin.
Fuck all
I
y'all.
second that. Fuck all y'all because I never got my lunch.
Thank
Well,
you.
we'll be at the bar. We can do it that night, and whoever loses,
Motherfucker, I'm
gotta
working.
pay.
I'm
Well,
working.
You
Take
well,
me
fuck
out on
you.
Tuesday.
All right,
No,
fine.
Fuck you guys, man. Until I get my fucking lunch from Survivor Series of last year, no more water bets. We're done.
Stop being a pussy.
Mr.
We're gonna do the water
You know
bet.
what? I co-sign
Mikey,
that
are
one.
you in?
I don't even
Do you know what the
fuck
water
you're
bet
talking
is?
Okay, let me break it down.
Carlson wants to throw water on
I
me.
don't know what the water,
water
bet.
bet-
Is, guys.
Wait, no,
What
let
we
me
did-
explain. Let me explain. So, water bet is
He's
one of my
butthurt
one
because
of
he
my
got hit with it.
no one of my favorite. No, fuck you. One of my favorite podcasts is Fantasy Footballs. They have this app called the Wheel of Water. So they make bets, and like basically, if you lose the bet, you have to spin the wheel, and basically you get water thrown on you
Different
in some crazy way. So it's like between the legs. Or,
Oh, hold on. We have another caller.
Oh,
Yeah,
Computers are hard, so Angie, I'm going to put you on hold for just a minute while we answer this call.
okay.
Sorry.
okay.
Caller, you're on the air.
What's going on, fellas?
Holy shit, he loves us.
Mr. Russ, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
Make it quick because our guest is on hold.
He's heard that before.
Oh, okay. Wait, I was calling to say what's going on, man. I'm at work. I'm about to come back off break.
Give us a couple predictions for a takeover.
Yeah,
Give us a quick rundown of who you got.
I got Tommaso. I got Shayna to go win,
okay.
and let's see.
Adam Cole versus Ricochet for the North American Championship.
Baby.
I got Adam Cole to win.
Baby.
Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain.
Undisputed Era.
And Velveteen Dream versus EC3.
EC3, because Velveteen Dream only won one match at TakeOver.
Good point.
Hey, Kev, real quick, man. Why don't you tell us how much fun you had at Progress this past weekend, man?
Man, had so much fun. It was my first Progress show.
Even though
and I
Trent
just
7
enjoyed
almost
it.
killed us.
Completely enjoyed it. I just know next time we might have to stay a couple seats further back than we were.
Man, fuck you guys, man. I gotta get as close to Natalia as I can, man.
Oh, man.
Man, but hey, Kev, thanks for calling real quick, man.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Bye.
All right, bro. Talk to you later.
Wait, did Angie hang up?
Did we lose
you
Angie?
hang up on her?
Oh, Angie. Let me call her back. Sorry. Y'all
Shake harder, boy.
don't update to the new version of Skype. I swear.
Wait, can I just throw out that I like Drunk Randy, man. Drunk Randy is
too.
great.
Are we going to the bar after this?
I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Selena's?
I don't have to
Yeah.
work until 9 a.m.
High five.
I'm used to
I
like
got tomorrow off. They changed my days off
I don't
this
have
week,
to
so
work
let's
until
go.
2 p.m.
I'm used to
Thursday.
not getting sleep at work,
That's
so
why
that's
it's alcohol,
fine with
a lot
me.
of alcohol in this cup.
And we'll get the guys next door. We'll go over there too. The whole crew. Bam.
Hey guys. Oh wait, soundproof booths. Never mind.
No, they're not soundproof at all.
Did
So
she
if I
not
just bang on the
answer?
wall, I'll be like, "Hey, we're going to Selena's."
We're going to drink.
All right, but
We're going striking.
So I'm calling Angie according to Skype, but it's not doing anything. So
We're
okay,
live.
have Angie call. But
we're
while,
Angie,
while we're waiting,
Angie, Angie, call us back, please.
Why we got all this dead air?
while we're waiting
let's
for
go
Angie
on
to
to the
call
next
back, next match we got the Velveteen Dream.
Oh, I didn't want to give my prediction at all.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
Oh,
my
shit.
bad.
You
My
didn't
bad.
give your prediction?
Wait,
I did.
Exactly.
You right.
wait, hold on.
I'm going Undisputed Era.
Skype isn't even showing that Angie actually called.
Well,
Oh,
she didn't.
Fuck Skype. Wait, they're not sponsored.
Yes, she did. She's been talking to us for the past 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Randy,
all been in your
Randy, that's all
head.
been in your head,
But-
man. This just been the flow or something.
this is all a dream.
She shared
I used to
something
read
my
Word Up
Facebook,
magazine.
I literally can't see that
Salt
she
and
ever
pepper,
called
every day
according
in
to
the
Skype.
limousine.
What Angie are you referring to?
Right, but while we're waiting, I'm going with Undisputed Era because
I hate it when we
Mustache Mountain is they're going to do their thing in the UK.
Y'all, do not update Skype. Microsoft has retracted their sundown of the old version, so stay with the old version as long as you can.
It's like
Do
Windows 8 all over
Mikey,
again.
who do you got in that match, man?
Same. I'm 100% with you. Mustache Mountain's going to go run WWE NXT UK, so they're not going to win this.
Okay. All right, next match. Velveteen Dream versus
Why do you
EC3.
always say
Mikey,
his
we'll start
name
with
like-
you, man.
You ever
Since-
notice how you say his name too? You never just say Velveteen.
You got to say it. Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream.
Future black heavyweight champion of the WWE. Might I throw that out there?
I have Dream going over.
It ain't gonna be the same.
Only
Velveteen
because
Dream
it's
we got
got to
now.
be time, right? Like, now has to be the time for Velveteen Dream to come over.
I think the only takeover match he's won was against Cassius Ohno, which everybody beats Cassius Ohno.
Yeah,
Right.
I lost that one. I figured that. Fuck it, they'll give Chris.
Wait, was that Survivor Series
They'll give him a
weekend?
win. Yeah. Look, no, it wasn't because we both won that one. It was
Wait, we both won what?
that
Look at your
Survivor
face in the
Series.
camera.
We tied for the lead.
I thought I won that one outright.
Nah,
Okay, I guess I was wrong. All right.
but Velveteen, really?
I think it's you have to, man. You can't.
do.
You can't keep losing. He's got to win
Yeah.
some of these
Yeah.
eventually.
Mhm.
But then, damn, I mean, EC3 coming in, he just keeps. This is what I like about it because I like both of them.
Is this one of those weird things where they think of EC3 as like the same way as Cassius Ohno since he's been there before? We can like just basically job him out.
Angie, are you still there?
Probably.
I'm still here, guys. I was just listening to the conversation.
Wait,
what are we
you
talking
could
about?
you could hear us?
No, not at all.
Oh,
No, I'm not kidding because Skype. We updated Skype and works like shit, so
Drunk
we
Randy
don't
is
know
the
what's going on right
Oh.
now with calls.
Oh no, I couldn't.
New
I couldn't hear
tradition. Every
anything.
show,
I
Randy,
actually,
you drink.
I started surfing Facebook, guys. I'm not even.
I thought I put you on hold, but then Skype wasn't showing that you ever called period, so
I'm the
I don't know
black
what's going
Kyle,
on.
by the way.
Oh, so
Well,
I disappeared.
sorry.
Awesome.
You never could have guessed. I'm not the one wearing the do-rag.
Now
Oh,
that is
my.
racist.
No, it wasn't. That was a fact.
That's fact. What
He's
the
not- he's not-
fuck?
So, Pepper Kyle's wearing a white do-rag, and Devin is wearing a black hat, and if you look at the video, Devin kind of blends in with the backdrop.
Damn. Wait, so what on you is green? You don't have green eyes. Your teeth aren't green like Al Bundy. I mean, I don't get it.
Wait, is this like one of those like news weather things where like
Randy is taking this show to hell with us.
He has to drink every show now. I'm making that man law. You drink every show.
All right, so we went.
So,
did
Angie.
make her pick.
Angie, your
What's
thoughts
up,
on
Buttercup?
Angie, your thoughts on Velveteen Dream versus EC3?
Ooh, that one's a hard choice. Whoa. Okay, this match is going to be.
Insane.
I'm really looking for. Yeah, it's going to be insane because EC3 is so powerful and strong, and but he's also agile for his size too, and like he can do things that he's not supposed to. But then we got Velveteen Dream, who is. Again, sorry guys, I love Velveteen Dream
Me
and
too.
everything he has done.
Future World Heavyweight Champion.
He's a future champion indeed. The first match, when I got back into NXT, because I stopped watching it for a while, his match versus Aleister Black is the one that
Yes.
really brought me
year.
back into the NXT banner full force. When I watched that was the most beautiful thing between two men I'd ever seen in a while.
Randy, you want to interject on that one?
That is not.
Sorry, I
didn't
wasn't
mean
paying
any dirty
attention.
Kind of guys. But no, I'm really high on Velveteen Dream. He is very talented.
I almost
Y'all
got my
know-
nose. Damn it.
Wait, I'm sorry.
That was a
Angie,
great pause. I'm
wait.
really high on Velveteen Dream.
I almost snorted this damn.
like,
This show is going to hell in a handbasket. Jump back, and I haven't made my pick yet. So
it was so random. Like, I'm really high.
As much as I would love to give it to Velvet, or not Velvet, as much as I would love to give it to Velveteen Dream, I'm gonna go EC3 on this one, simply because, well, he's EC3.
Top 1%, baby. That's my pick. Also, I'm going.
Yeah.
EC3?
I'm going with that top 1%.
Yeah,
He needs a good win.
The way his
He needs a good
momentum
win.
is going right now, there's no way they would let him eat a pin.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
way.
Like it's like how much can you kill Velveteen though?
He's
But
got
here's
to
the
win
thing,
something
even in
eventually.
his losses, Velveteen is strong.
He's not.
You know,
he's not
that's the-
bulletproof though. With all of these losses he's taken on main shows.
Like, eventually, he has to win a big match.
Yeah, that's why. Man, I just feel like if it's a bad idea to. I mean, I get exactly where you're coming from. It does not. Nothing that
Yeah.
you said is dumb or doesn't make any sense. And it's literally just both sides of the coin. It's like both of these guys are spectacular for your show. However, neither of them have really won anything.
Exactly.
That's why I think you give it to EC3 now, and you continue
Mm-hmm.
this with them because both of them together, because those contrasting styles. 'Cause EC3, like she said, he shouldn't be able to move some of the ways he moves.
Yeah.
And Velveteen, I really think you cannot put anybody in the ring with him and have a bad match. I think he's getting in. What is he? What 23, 24?
Yeah, he's really
Yeah,
like,
he's
the
young.
fact that he's that
He is young.
and
He's not
he has that
even really
ability,
coming
that
to his own
AJ,
as
Shawn
a
Michaels
wrestler.
ability to be. You can put him in the ring with a broomstick and he can get a 4-star match out of it. I think this could go on a little longer. So that's why I think, you know what? It doesn't really hurt him that much when it's EC3 because you know EC3 is going to be something and you know Velveteen is going to be something.
all right, Mr. Collison. your
Yeah,
thoughts.
but yeah, that's kind of a foregone conclusion about Velveteen Dream. That's why he can afford another loss because, like I said, even in his losses, he looks amazing, and they're building him as a performer, as a wrestler. They are polishing him, and while I could see them pushing EC3 towards a title at this point, or at least making a run towards a title at this point. Velveteen, I think they're taking their time with him, honestly.
I agree.
All right, Mr. Collison, your thoughts?
I want to say Velveteen because I really feel like he needs to win, but I feel like EC3 is going to win. EC3 is going to win for the simple fact that I don't think that this is the only time they're going to wrestle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because
Okay.
I see this going a little while.
All right, we got to speed this up, people. Real quick, Adam Cole versus Ricochet.
Baby.
Collison.
Long one.
I looked at Collison.
That's how I'm like.
I was like,
Two
okay.
cows, damn it.
All right, cool.
Mr.
Well,
Collison.
if we're going to me first, then Mikey didn't pick.
I picked.
Yeah, he said.
Oh,
I said Dream.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not even paying attention to the show, and I know he picked.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Randy. Fuck off. You're already doing a fine job of it. Anyways,
We gotta show him a pic of Eric Rowan when we get off too.
anyways,
Hashtag drunk Randy. I love it.
I think King Ricochet is going to win the title.
All right, Mikey.
Isn't he injured?
No,
Ricochet is not winning the title his first go. Oh, it's not his first go round.
it's not his first one.
Technically, it's a second.
Right.
Technically.
But it is his first single shot at it.
And they need to get the title off of Adam Cole so he can go
Maybe.
towards a world title or something.
yeah. Adam Cole's winning. Ricochet is
Yeah.
going to get it the next major run.
Kill it, man.
Angie, your thoughts real quick.
My thoughts real quick are Ricochet all the way.
Mr. Campbell.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Prince Puma on this one.
Who's that?
Yeah, I gotta go with him
The
because
black guy.
he needs the he needs gold around him, and like you said with black, yeah, I like. I don't know if they give it. That's the thing because I'm scared of them not pushing.
Talk
him.
into the mic, fucker.
I know you're not talking about that.
I've been talking into the mic.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
children.
gonna just go with him because it's the.
I got my
I'm gonna go
special
with
all
him.
loaded up. I'm going to kick him in the dick.
Undisputed Era keeps the belts, so I'm sticking with Adam Cole. All right, next match: Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane, a rematch of last year's Mae Young Finals. Angie, your thoughts?
I'm going with Shayna Baszler all the way. She is a beast, and I'm kind of in love with her.
Ooh,
Hello.
Oh, shit.
This show just got interesting.
this is turned to the Eric Bischoff show. Hot
That-
lesbian.
let's
I'm
be
sorry.
next.
Shout
Hey,
out.
hey, I've been interested in same-sex wrestlers and MMA artists, fighters, whatever, for
Okay,
like
no,
weeks.
Here's the thing, guys.
And you
saw
haven't
my
ever
other
said it's been
podcast
interesting.
That I'm on last week.
Just
I would
Google
have
Orlando
Shayna Baszler's
Jordan.
baby.
Whoa.
Wow.
Fuck.
What did she say?
She said
She
she
would
would
have
have
Shayna
Shayna
Baszler's baby.
I mean, that's possible, I think.
I think. I mean, those.
So
No,
here you go,
those
Angie.
types of-
Did you know?
I love everything she does in the ring. I love everything she says on the microphone. She is what I would make if I could build a female champion, it would look like Shayna Baszler and be Shayna Baszler.
So here's a fun fact for you. Do you know Shayna Baszler was supposed to be on our show right before she got signed?
That's nothing.
is
I would
badass.
totally have Ermal Hedderbege's baby.
But no, it's like for me, Shayna can do no wrong, and yeah, I think she's beating the Pirate Princess. There you go.
Game over, man. Game over.
Wait, Mikey has no idea what's going on right now. We'll explain after the show at the bar.
Oh, good. I'm
So,
assuming that was a guest.
Yeah.
so,
It's like a dude.
Like, he's like, that's not for me. No, you should have seen. You know those Japanese animes where they have the eyes. That's how
The whole time?
The whole screen. He's looking at the screen. What's your social media?
He goes, I'm going to have to find her mom's Instagram.
so, Kyle Collins, we already know who you're picking. Never mind. So
Fuck
don't
you.
even count. Okay, who are you picking? Thank you, Shayna Baszler. You're going with you're going with the MMA person, no matter what. Duh. So,
Kyle picks the MMA.
False, because I think Brock
Collison-
Lesnar's going to.
Collison picks
no,
the-
maybe I think.
thank you. So, Mr. Campbell.
After he fights in the UFC, Brock's going to lose the title.
I called her winning the Mae Young Classic. I'm calling her to win this one. I'm going with the damn Pirate Princess.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with you,
You
man.
know-
I'm gonna say Kairi Sane just because they got to switch it up, and
Mikey?
eventually, like Shayna has to look weak and then come back for the belt. Mikey.
We call her on our show Sharon Corbin. So yeah, Sharon Corbin. She's. I mean, before Baron cut his hair off, that looked like his little sister.
Oh, God. I didn't find her hot before, but now I never will. Just now I got that visual in my head.
Those are the thoughts of Mikey.
Wow.
Shayna, don't kill me.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys ever, that's actually not even my call. That's Joe on our show. He straight up, right off the bat, one day he was like, "Hey, that's Sharon Corbin." We're like, "What?" Like, holy shit, it is. Because like you can't look at her anymore ever again and go,
Nope.
"Wow, that's 100% Baron Corbin's little sister."
You ruined her for me.
You're welcome.
All right, so the main event,
What,
and
you said,
He said.
yeah.
so main event, Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano for
Match
the
of
third
the
time in
night.
a row.
Match of the weekend.
In the last man standing match, Aleister Black suffered a groin injury, so he had to pull him out of the match. So Ciampa, Gargano, 3 in a last man standing match. I'll go first. I think Ciampa keeps the belt. Mr. Campbell.
I agree.
Mikey.
I also agree that Ciampa's going to keep hold on to the belt, but for some reason I just think like they pulled Aleister just in case. If he does any type of, if he pulls a Super Cena type healing process, he's totally going to be back in this match. But even if he comes back in the match, I still feel Ciampa's going to win it. But Ciampa's going to pin Aleister this time instead of Gargano.
Ciampa, the best heel in the business. Mr. Collison.
The business.
I want to say Johnny's going to win because I feel like he needs to win a big match, but I'm not going against Ciampa.
All right, Angie, your thoughts.
Wow, it seems we're unanimous. I was going for Tommaso.
Wow.
So are we going to do this bet, or are you guys too big of pussies?
No, there are no bets until I get
No,
paid.
exactly. I mean, it's easy to say that when you're Welsh on your fucking bets, Kevin. If you're listening to
I
it.
never lost, so fuck you.
So anyway.
Okay, that's racist.
What was racist?
Hashtag Drunk Randy.
That is racist. I said I never lost the bet.
Him.
Okay, good. Yeah, you fucking racist.
I'm sorry for the Welsh
Wait,
people
wait,
that are
wait.
listening to the podcast.
Wait, time out. It's kind of funny that when the black guys actually win, no one wants to pay up the bets.
Oh
So,
my
you know,
God.
So I'm
I'm
hey,
just
I
saying.
agree with you,
Fuck
Randy.
off.
I agree with you, Randy.
Fuck off.
Message.
I never lost. How is that my fault?
Message.
Hey, look. Hey. If I wasn't talking about you, you wouldn't be all offended right now, sir.
Message.
So why are you
Because
so
I'm the
angry?
only white guy on the show, you son of a bitch.
I never said you lost, but never.
You seem very tan to me.
Hey,
What he said, yeah.
you know what?
I'm just tan. I'm not white.
You know what? Random thoughts. Fuck Joe. All right. Damn. We're running short on time, so here's what we're gonna do.
Go through the card real quick.
Just say your answers and get it done with.
I mean, can we run through them quickly?
I can give a one response answer. Can you, Collison?
Okay.
Rapid
Can
fire.
you take the dick out of your mouth?
Wow.
Hey, man, I'm just trying
Wow.
to emulate you.
Wow.
Oh, that was so original.
All right, rapid fire. Pre-show, we got Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship. Angie.
They're not on
I'm
the
going with
pre-show.
Cedric.
They are not on the pre-show. According to WWE's card, they are not part of the kickoff show.
According to the source of all knowledge, Wikipedia, they are on the pre-show.
But if you go to the WWE.com right now, your
You're right.
pre-show
I
matches
loaded that
are,
card up on
Your
Wikipedia,
pre-show
so it's
matches
right.
are B Team and Revival,
Uh-huh.
and Vega, Rusev and Lana versus CN and Vega. Those are your two pre-show matches.
Okay.
But hey, Wikipedia may not have been updated yet.
9-hour show can't even fit the cruiserweights on it. Fuck 'em.
But Angie, Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak.
I'm going with Cedric.
Is that going to be like in the bingo hall or something?
No, they're part of the main card. As far
No, I'm
as-
saying.
Go to the main card. No, I've seen this. They are on the main card.
All right, Mr. Campbell.
I'll be in the bathroom for this. Cedric.
Mr. Collison.
I'll be in the bathroom, but for
Cedric.
different reasons.
Oh, no.
Hashtag drunk
Randy is definitely
Yeah, that's
firing
right, Randy.
Randy, all right. All right there, Rando.
Shut up, Randy. Hashtag Neil.
What did you say, Mr. Collison?
I said Cedric.
Mikey.
Gulak.
I'm with you. I just say Drew Gulak.
Are you writing these down?
No, I'll just listen to it again.
No, because he won't go with the bet.
Because no one's going to fucking pay him up.
I didn't
Motherfucker.
lose, so I didn't have to pay shit.
Did you get food?
I never got food.
I didn't get food. So
I
nobody
didn't get
fucking
food
paid
for
up.
the last one either. Tony Thunder lost the last one.
All right, fuck all you guys. All right, next match. We
And
got.
he was black, so now what's it got to be? It ain't because you
What?
got...
Whoa. Why you gotta be black?
Who
Because
said anything
you
about being
said...
black?
No,
Was?
because
Who said anything about
Devin
being black?
said...
No,
Devin
no,
said,
no.
isn't it funny when the black people win that they don't pay up the bet?
Hey,
No,
we-
I'm just.
We can say that.
I'm just
You can't say
wait, no,
that.
I'm just conveniently playing the race card like Joe said. So fuck him. So Randy versus.
Did Angie pick?
I'm
Yeah.
still here, guys. Yeah, I
She
said
picked
Cedric.
Cedric.
She
Oh, I
said.
didn't hear.
Yeah.
Like 3 times now. I went with Cedric.
All right, next match we have. Oh my god! All right, next match we have Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vegas versus Rusev Day and Lana Day Eve. I'll go first. I'm going with Rusev and Lana. Mr.
I'm sorry, Rusev winning. That's just funny to me nowadays.
Mr. Campbell,
Andrade, they ain't gonna give that shit to Rusev.
Mikey,
Yeah, Almas and Vega.
Rusev winning. Hell's wrong.
Mr.
with
Collison.
I'm going to go with Rusev, but can I just for one say that Zelina Vega and Lana, for that matter, are hot as fuck, so I'm
Roll Tide.
cool with
And
however
one of-
this match goes.
And one of them is officially single too.
Well, hot damn, send her my way.
Oh yeah, she Selena. She said that her and Aries are no longer together, and they were
And he-
never engaged.
So let me just throw out my social media real quick.
Hit your boy up.
Damn, Skippy.
Angie, who do you have in this match?
El ídolo. Andrade.
El
100
ídolo.
almas.
Wait, now that Zelina's single, can I change my pick?
Nope.
Damn. All right, next match we have the
favorite.
B team versus
I hate them.
the Revival.
Poor Matt
Angie,
Hardy.
who do you have in this match?
My heart goes to the B team.
What about your head? Your heart's with the B team, but what about your? Wow, you know what? I just realized what I said.
I was, I was literally waiting for you to say it so I could
Oh,
pounce on
and
that,
before I
too.
forget, shout out to the human tornado that's watching this video.
He is. Shout out,
Shout out.
former guest of the show.
Okay,
Enjoy your
I
retirement, sir.
think they're finally going to pull the trigger on the Revival, but I would love the B team to win. But I think they're finally going to do something with Revival.
All right, Mr. Collison.
Although I love the Revival, the B team's going to keep the belt.
Mikey.
Revival.
B team.
I'm gonna say Revival.
Fuck you.
I hope I lose
Whoop,
this one.
whoop.
I just want the Revival to win.
I do too.
I
but
do
they-
too.
But I don't think they're gonna give it to them.
All right, Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day.
They need to disband.
New Day.
They need to disband.
I'm gonna go first. I think they keep it on the Bludgeon Brothers. Angie.
New Day sucks. I'm going Bludgeon.
Wow.
Shots fired.
Good swerve.
Mr. Collison.
I don't see New Day getting the belt. Although I have to say Xavier Woods is a fucking madman, dude, because we got to party with him in New Orleans.
Was Paige there?
No, but some blonde chick. No, but some blonde chick kept trying to get with him and shit. It was pretty funny to watch.
He was like, "You're not light enough for me."
I need you to be vampire pale to keep me aroused.
Holy shit!
Mr. Campbell.
Oh my god!
I don't care about this match. I really don't care about this match. The way the tag team division is, it's shit on both ends. I don't care. Fuck it. Give it to Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Bludgeon Brothers.
Mikey.
Yeah, Harper and Randy.
Oh fuck! That's awesome.
The way he looked over his front, his hair was
Hey
I'm like,
Randy, we
that
heard
looks
you're
like
gonna
him
win the
when
tag team titles on Sunday.
Yeah,
He doesn't give a fuck right now.
Google Eric
All right.
Rowan.
Finn Balor and Baron. Why is this happening?
But you need a haircut before you get to Brooklyn.
Finn Balor and Baron Corbin. Why is this match happening? Finn Balor.
Because they
Fuck
couldn't
it.
get enough mileage out of the Daniel Bryan and big ass ankle. They had to redo it on Raw.
Mr. Campbell, who you got? Balor Corbin. Why is this happening again?
Corbin. Because
Mr.
they got it against Finn, and this would end his winning streak at SummerSlam too.
Mr. Collison.
Of one.
I'm going Balor.
Two.
Mikey, who you got?
Finn Balor. Why? Because SummerSlam is going to be his pay-per-view, just like it used to be The Rock's.
All right, Angie.
I'm going with Finn Balor as well.
All righty. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Mikey.
Miz.
Mr. Collison.
Miz.
Mr. Campbell.
Miz, he has a TV show.
So does Daniel Bryan.
Angie.
Miz is big.
He does have a point.
It's the new TV show.
Miz.
All right.
Tony's gonna be mad if the Miz wins that one.
All right. We really got a rapid fire. Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. Mikey.
Nakamura.
Collison.
Nakamura.
Hardy.
Or no, I take that back. Jeff Hardy. I just thought about it. It's time for him to start getting some get back.
Angie.
Nakamura.
Shinnocks.
All right. Carmella versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. I never bet against Charlotte. Mikey.
Charlotte.
Collison.
Go with your heart.
My head says
Go with your
Charlotte, but I'm going to go Becky.
heart. I'm going with my heart.
Even though Charlotte, you were cool as fucking person and you're hot.
Becky's hotter. I take Becky.
I mean,
Becky,
Becky's
wanted
hot
to win.
too, but
I want
Angie.
Becky to win.
I'm going Charlotte on this one.
fuck.
All right. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth frickin' Rollins. Angie, we already know who you're picking, so we'll just know.
Yeah, y'all already know how I'm going. Yeah,
She picks Ziggler.
y'all already know.
Mikey.
I'm also picking Ziggler, just like Angie is.
Oh,
She's picking Seth frickin' Rollins.
freaking Rollins! I will.
I'm
You
picking
know,
Seth. I'm picking
You were
Seth.
going to be the it that I burned down.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, son.
I just got called a piece of it.
Mr. Campbell.
I'm going with CrossFit Jesus because he's got the steroid. I mean, Dean Ambrose in his corner.
Steroids.
Mr. Collison.
I was just joking 'cause he jacked.
I think that it's going to be Dolph Ziggler. Dean's going to turn on Seth.
I think he wins, and that's what does.
Damn it! I agree with you, man. I think Dean's gonna snap, so I'm going with Ziggler. Strowman, Kevin Owens. Ooh. I'm going Strowman. Angie.
I'm going KO.
Ooh. Now, mind you, this is for the
Because
Money in the
here's
Bank.
the thing.
This
Yeah.
is for the Money in the Bank. Campbell.
Yes.
KO.
Collison.
KO.
Mikey.
Double pinfall. Both of them win.
Oh.
God, I wish that would happen. Oh,
Co-money in the
God,
bank
that would
briefcase
be-
holders.
All right, so
It's a good one.
I know Kyle Callis is going with Ronda Rousey, so let's move on. Mr. Campbell. Bliss versus Rousey.
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say overrated. I mean, Alexa Bliss.
Wow. Mikey.
Ronda Rousey.
Angie.
Rhonda.
Watch me.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's what I thought, asshole.
Watch me win that one.
I don't want it to be Rousey, but it's gonna be Rousey. All right.
Stop hating, bro.
AJ versus Samoa Joe. Mikey.
Ooh.
AJ.
Collison.
Joe.
Me. Joe. Campbell.
Allen Jefferson Styles.
Angie.
Joe.
All right. And last match. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Angie, your thoughts?
Oh, this is burning. Oh, it hurts my soul.
Burn it
Roman.
Mikey.
Brock.
Of course, the UFC guy.
He's gonna keep the
Campbell.
Hold on a minute. The
Campbell.
guy's getting ready to fight in the UFC.
Brock
Why the
or
fuck
Lesnar?
would you take the belt off him?
Campbell.
Brokavovich Lesnar.
I'm gonna go Roman. Never bet against Roman, man. All right.
There's a
when
lot
he-
of
You know,
reasons.
see,
to bet
here's-
Except when he
against
goes up against
Yeah.
Brock.
I was about to
title
say there's a
match.
lot of reasons to bet against Roman.
All right.
I bet against Roman at WrestleMania. It was awesome. I was so happy when Brock walked out with the title. But this time, I'm gonna give the nod to Roman. I want to see the title on TV.
I kind of
I
want to
miss
see
it.
him walk into an octagon with that WWE title on him. I kind of want to see that.
Okay, Angie, why don't you go ahead and throw out your social medias one last time for the people?
Wait.
Wait.
It's my turn. This Eric
Oh.
Rowan?
Angie, if you're watching, you can see what's going on.
I'm not watching. I let my
You
phone
don't
go
know
black
my
again
type at
because I was
all.
talking to y'all.
No, we're saying you
No,
are
we're
him, not
saying
you
that's
want
you.
him.
No.
I did. Just for the record, I did not say that. Drunk
Yes,
Randy.
he did.
I did not.
Yes, he
I
did.
did not say anything about
I
that.
said Luke
Go
Harper
back
and
watch the
Randy
tape.
are going to win the fucking tag title.
Go back and watch the tape. Angie, thank you for
Dude.
joining us on the show. Why don't you go ahead and throw your social media for the people and anything that you
Okay,
need
yeah.
to promote.
Y'all can find me on both Facebook and Instagram. Angie Faye, ANGIFAE. Don't put the E on the end of Angie. Don't do it. It's
No
not
E.
me.
Don't do it.
I'm
Don't
Angie I.
do it.
ANGIFAE. You can find me there.
All right. And why don't you go ahead and throw out anything else you need to promote, anything like that?
Of course. I am co-host of a wrestling podcast, and it is called Wrestling Everything Wrestling, WEW, and is part of the Multimedia Men Podcast Network. You can find them on Stitcher and iTunes.
All righty. Mikey,
What?
throw out your social media. Go ahead and throw out your social medias and let the people know what's going on this Sunday, man.
All right, again, at BDRcast, just type in BDRcast to anything, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that stuff. You will find the Breaking Down the Ring podcast for. This Sunday, again, Thomas McGee's Eastern Market, ladies and gentlemen, in the Detroit area. If you're in, it's the only official place to watch SummerSlam. Anywhere else that's talking about, oh, I got SummerSlam, they're running off a residential thing, and someone's going to come shut them down. Thomas McGee's is the only place to watch it officially in the Metro Detroit area. I think the next closest place is like Flint. No cover for you to get in. Free giveaways, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of fun. It is a bar, so it is a 21 and up event, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want to see your kids there. Mine will be there because I have to, but she's only going to be drinking Jameson. So,
And you get to see all the shenanigans you've been watching for the last hour in person.
Yeah, parenting done right. Only Jim.
Mr. Campbell.
You can see me here every Tuesday on Knockouts
False.
and 3 Counts.
False.
After this show, for the behind-the-scenes people on the Knockouts and 3 Counts website, you will see me kick Collison in the dick.
Bring it, bitch.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Team Chaos. You can find me on Facebook, Kyle J. Campbell.
Mr. Collison.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Detroit Knockout, at Detroit NOKOUT on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook Kyle Collison, and follow the show page, Knockouts and 3 Counts podcast page. Shout out to Angie for coming on. I'll be on her podcast soon. And shout out to Mikey for coming on too, man, and check out Breaking Down the Ring.
I'm not here.
And drunk Randy, too.
Hell yeah,
Shout out
Drunk
to Drunk
Randy.
Randy.
You're a lot more fun.
Follow me on Twitter at Randy Walker or Instagram at Randy Walker83.
Especially if you're a sexy Armenian MMA fighter.
And you look
Did
like
you call him sexy, or do we
and,
need to
and,
wait?
and you happen to look like Gordon Hayward.
No, he didn't like the Gordon Hayward one. He liked the other one. He liked. No.
I thought the Gordon Hayward was
No, he liked the one with the beard.
Oh,
Yeah.
he liked the Archer from Archer one when he goes in the Heart of Darkness Archer. Oh, okay, with the
What?
beard.
Anyway, I'm Devin. You can hit me up on Twitter at Devin63. That's
Albanian.
I said. I did say Armenian. My bad. I'm sorry.
Don't get his man.
Hey, man, when they mess up and crush.
And he's over there licking his lips too. I'm sorry. That's weird. So
My
you can-
eyes. My eyes.
You can hit me up on
My
Twitter
eyes.
at Devin63. That's DEVINTHE63. You can find me on Instagram at All Steak No Sizzle. Speaking of All Steak No Sizzle, check out the podcast. Anywhere you can find a podcast.
You can find him everywhere.
Also, check out the Reality Era News page on Facebook. We talk wrestling. If you're looking for a car, check out SouthfieldQualityCars.com. Once you find your vehicle, you go in to make your purchase, use the reference code 19309. That's 19309, and you'll receive $500 off of your purchase. Thank you, everybody, for joining. What?
Y'all not doing the other sponsor tonight? It's too late now.
Oh,
Way too late now.
Way to go, asshole.
Way too late.
Ah, fuck.
This was all on you.
But before we
No, too
before
late.
we
No,
go,
don't do it now.
this isn't going to be a sponsor thing.
SpiceChannel.com?
Mikey's got something else he wants to tell somebody.
SpiceChannel.com.
What?
Never mind, dude.
Oh yeah, catch everyone here next week.
Fucker.
Same wrestling time, same Octagon channel.
And fuck yo couch.
Until next time. Peace.
We out.
Bye.
I'm gonna get some baby sandwich.
Thanks again, Angie. Appreciate it.
Y'all are welcome. It was fun.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me
Thanks.
know next time you guys do a show or when you guys need somebody. I'll come on.
Real
Yeah,
podcast for beer money.
definitely. I'll get you on. I'm sure Brian would be all